Recording. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Graybeards. My name is Wayne. My good friend, co-host Bug.
What's up, y'all? What's up, Wayne?
Nah, it's another day, man. Attempt two having a little technical difficulties this morning. I don't know if it's on my end or what. More than likely, I'm out here.
Could be.
I'm in my trailer out in the woods, so who knows? That I guess they didn't
You
get
say
paid.
your trailer out in the woods.
Yeah, I guess maybe they didn't get paid. When I sent my payment every month for this awesome internet service, they don't take any real, no responsibility to make sure it's actually good. They talk a good game.
hmm You want it to be off the grid, and guess what? You're off the grid.
Yeah, yeah. But I, you know, you
Yeah.
talk about paying for stuff, right?
hmm
People get mad. Like if you go to a restaurant and your food is crap and you complain about it, which is very rare that I
hmm
will do that just because I'm not telling them to take it back. Can you take this back? It's not. I just won't either eat it and I won't tip. And then they get mad because it
hmm
isn't the server's fault that the food is shitty, if I can use that word.
Oh, but go ahead.
But it's not their fault the food is crap. They're not the ones that prepare. They're just the ones bringing it to you, right? Should they do an
Right. That's true.
inspection beforehand? I don't know. Maybe. It's like, hey, that potato don't look right. Hey,
Yeah. Yeah. We're in a non-confrontational type society, man. You can't talk to the cook like that. You can't tell the cook that his food isn't right. It's not, as a waitress or waiter, could cause some problems in the workplace, right? Only the customer can do that.
yeah, I mean, you can
And
do
then
it.
you have risks.
It's
Yeah, you can. I mean, I used to
your
do. My
own
mom
risk.
used to be
Your own
she was a
risk.
waitress. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom was a waitress. She would tell those bad boys, like, hey, man, this ain't right. This is the wrong order. Or they wanted to overeat, whatever it was. She would let them know. But that was just the society they live in. You could just talk to a mug and they were like, okay, I'll fix it or whatever. Unless they was having a bad day, then they might say something else. But yeah.
Well,
So we was said we're gonna try to do the weekend review type situation. So
well,
you was telling me about your hunting experience.
yeah. Well, we'll do the weekend review, but we have
Doing
to,
your arm like that.
yeah, but weekend review has to start with the most current because being old, we both forget what we actually went on in the week. So,
That's what I'm talking about.
well, we kind of talked about,
Exactly.
yeah, my arm is sore, because I went dove hunting yesterday for the first time in a year at least. So,
Mhm.
um, did a lot of missing. I got a few birds and um, me and my bro fam Eric, we we it is so funny, man. So they at 12 o'clock they let you go into the field. They can hunt from 12 to 6, and this is the dove field is a maintained area. I forget how many acres that field is. It's probably 60, 80 acres. I don't know. And
Man, it's
all
a
these,
lot.
yeah. So I mean, there's probably I know there was over 80 hunters out there because they have to sign in. Everybody has to sign in. So there's over 80 hunters
Yeah.
in an 80-acre field
Yeah.
um, hunting
hmm
birds. So it's not you got bird shot flying all over you, people all crying,
So
hey,
you're
stop.
actually out there.
Huh?
You're out there. You're in the field, right? You're actually in the field while you're hunting. You're not like at the edge of the field shooting the
No,
birds
I'm
as
in
they
the
come
middle
in. You're
of that
in there.
daggone field, yeah. hmm Bird
Okay.
feeding falling all around you. Get hit a couple times.
Oh man, I'm assuming you got your glasses, goggles on. I would probably wear swimming goggles if it was me. You
Oh
know what I'm
yeah,
saying? To make sure
I
nothing happens to
I'm
them.
wearing glasses and I have a bill hat, so because of typically it comes raining
That
down
helps.
on you, right? It's like getting
Gotcha.
it's just like, I mean, if you're out in the pea-sized hailstorm, you're going to get hurt more than that, than you
Mhm.
would by falling little tiny BB.
Now the foliage is out there, right?
No,
How tall is it? Oh, there's none. There's got to be
there's
something. I
some,
mean,
there's
what
some,
attracts the bird?
there is some, there's some grasses and there's sunflowers, but they're old and bent over, and some
Mhm.
corn stalks in some areas and some areas, it's like,
Okay, so
yeah,
all you hunters, y'all can see basically you can see each other
no,
for the most part.
nah,
No,
mm-mm. Everybody's
it's just
hunkered
everybody
down
spread
hiding,
out that far, or what?
huh?
Say again.
Everybody's
I
hunkered
say you
down.
guys are spread out.
Yeah, we try to be spread out, but um, like Eric was probably 20 yards from me, maybe, you know.
Mhm.
But him and I were hunting together, so we somewhat you can have a conversation out there or whatever,
Right.
because the birds don't give a crap if you're out there talking,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
they key on movement. If you're moving around, they'll veer away, go somewhere where, so you kind of want to be hidden.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
once the
Never
go ahead.
never hunted those bad boys, but yeah, I heard they can see really well. They detect
Oh yeah,
movement, right?
I see real well.
Uh,
Yeah, but once they enter the field and start getting shot at, they're just like they're just, they got that lead flying by them,
mhm.
They'll come in,
So
they'll
check it
land.
out. So you shoot at these bad boys, they fly off, but they're gonna come back, right?
They
Is
can,
that
yeah.
another group of birds? Okay, got it. Okay, it's not like they're spooked like a deer. A deer gonna take off and he's gone for a while.
Right.
So these mugs may
They were,
circle around.
yeah, if they're capable, a lot of times they just get, they ain't, and then most of them don't make it. Those that enter never leave.
They don't leave. They don't leave. Got it. Now, anybody out there with dogs that go fetch the bird? Is that
Yeah, there's
how
a
does
few
that work?
people that bring their dogs out there. Um,
Your dog could do it. I've seen your dog instinctively do some things.
oh yeah,
I
she
was like,
could.
this.
She would be. It's just so hot out there, right? The
Yeah,
hunters out there are always struggling to keep their dogs cool. They got to bring tons of water. I mean, I say tons of water, a lot of
yeah,
water for
a
their dogs.
lot of water.
Yeah. And I've
Yeah.
seen or heard of dogs having, heat strokes out there and dying from the heat,
Hmm.
you know.
Oh shoot, that's rough.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's why I was like, I want, the type of dog I have. I don't know if any remember, but she's an English Springer. And man, I tell you what,
Mhm.
she has wormed a hole in my heart about the size of a moon. Um, I would be just distraught for so long if something was to happen to her, whether she got snake bit or
Yeah,
heat exhaustion, hit by a car,
right.
shot by somebody. It would just, it's it's like the juice ain't worth the squeeze. You know what I'm saying? I'll go fetch my own
I
bird.
got it. Gotcha. And Mom, I'm gonna say most of the time you probably find what you shoot. You know what I'm saying?
But you
Most of
learn.
the time. So,
Most people always
yeah,
mess
because I
it
was thinking,
up.
yeah, I
They
was thinking it was like a cornfield or something like
It
that.
is.
But
It's
now,
like a cornfield. There's places. It's set up like an agricultural thing, but there's wide areas between, you know,
okay,
so you have they keep enough product, if you will, in the field for the birds to come in to feed, right? But they
okay,
also make it
okay.
so it's a they did a pretty good job this year. Although, I mean, I walked right by a bird I shot. When I shot the bird, he fell straight down and boom. And you got to mark where that bird went down. You have to watch that bird. Don't be looking at other ones. You watch where that bird goes down, and you get a general direction. Sometimes
Right.
the distance is the hardest judgment, but if you know that you see that bird fell right there and you walk straight to it,
Hmm.
eventually. you're gonna get your bird,
You'll come around.
right? It's just a matter of
Gotcha.
whether you go, how far out you go, how far you come back.
Hmm.
Most people
Okay.
miss that. Now there is times when that bird goes down and it'll run, right? It just you winged it and it went down. It didn't
Hmm.
necessarily die and it will run off. I've seen that before, right?
Right. Right.
Nothing funnier than watching old Eric um, Baldy himself running after a bird in the field. It's funny, you know. He's a big dude. Well, you can't do that. That's one
I
rule.
know.
You
I know. I'm
don't.
just playing.
No. I mean, seriously,
I know.
that's one rule you can't. You'll hear people calling low bird, low bird, low bird. If the bird
Right.
isn't like 10 feet or higher when it comes to you, you
You
don't
can't
shoot
shoot.
at
Hmm. Hmm.
some people
I
they
got
get,
it. That's good.
they get in the heat of the battle, if you will, where's what I had to go down. A couple times I had to walk over to somebody because they shot at me, you know, shot at a low
Hmm.
bird and them pellets went whizzing by and it stung. Holy crap, it stung, you know.
Hmm.
So
Dang.
I walked.
Okay.
I was like, I'll take you right to the DNR right now because they're all apologetic and all this. I'm like, dude, you could have hurt somebody seriously. There ain't no apology for that. I appreciate, whatever. So
Hmm. Could you create a spot like that on your property?
nah,
Too many trees or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
The mobile
Okay.
home
Gotcha.
park, in the mobile home park, there ain't a lot of open space.
Okay. I'm on. Yeah, you're right.
We could probably do it in
Uh,
between the trailers, you know.
I know, right? Hey, that wasn't a dove. That was my pet pigeon.
That's my pigeon for homing pigeon.
Yeah, you know.
That's my turtle dove. You killed my turtle dove. But
Getting ready
yeah,
for Christmas, right?
so we had a good time.
That's
Eric
what's
and I wasn't too hot. Rained at first, as you were alluding
yeah,
to. You said you were trying to get
yeah.
your side gig done, and
Definitely trying to
rain
get it done,
came.
man. Out there at the 3 acre place, like we was talking about the word association. I can't remember names unless I absolutely have to.
Oh yeah, we
I
all.
remember one time in the office, right? This guy, this guy named Wake, right? Military guy. He says, hey, he figured out, he caught on. He was like, Sharp don't know people's names. And so this captain walked by, right? He was like, what's his name? It was like, I'm stalling, right? I'm like, who? That guy that just walked by. What's his name? I was like, I had to consider. I was like, okay, I don't know. I don't know. He's like, I knew you didn't know. You don't know names. That dude was so funny, man. He used to call me stuff. He's like, you don't know names. I remember I called this guy named Nixon, right? I was introducing and somebody had visited our section, right? And I was like, and this the new guy. I had no clue what his name was. I've known his name. If somebody said his name, I would know it was him, but I couldn't recall it, man. I have difficulty recalling Bad Boy's name. I couldn't tell you everybody that's in our section, man. If you did a test right now, it would fail. You know what
You
I'm
just had to
saying?
name
So
everybody that works in the office.
exactly. I couldn't do it, bro. I get about seven. 7 out of 20 people. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
think you would
it's
get
terrible.
more
But
than that. I think you
I
would
don't know.
definitely get more than that.
It'll be pressure. I'll be sweating. I'll have to I need
Now
a towel.
up in the other office, now I know three, maybe four, five,
Which
maybe.
office you talking about? You
Up
talking
there
about upstairs?
Where Eric works up there. The other
Oh, I
office,
don't know any of them bad boys. That's the only one I know is Eric. Eric,
Joe.
ooh, I know Joe. Yep. I could call
Uh,
his name really because we're always teasing each other. But the other military guy, they're
Clark
second in charge. See,
Beaker.
Fomaruski right there.
I probably shouldn't say
yeah,
that
I
if
would call him that.
unless
I
he
would say
actually watches it. They call him. They got a pretty bad name for him. They were calling him. His nickname
that would be me. That would be like Beaker, and
is.
then
Yeah,
boom.
that's what I mean. I mean, like
You have
you
me
say
meeting him
that,
in the parking lot.
people are gonna know that's who you're talking about. I like Alex. He's a great guy, man. He's
Yeah,
another
he's good. He's good.
Pennsylvanian. He's another Pennsylvanian. You know, he's
Yeah.
he's definitely he's definitely a hillbilly redneck like myself.
Gotcha. In like
I
fashion,
saw
he
that.
bought a
I
king.
was gonna tell you, I could always consider myself a hillbilly redneck because I grew up in Pennsylvania. I've lived down here, for 20, what is it now, 26 years now.
Yeah.
But I saw someone else. I don't know if it was on, other YouTube channel or whatever, but they had used the term hillbilly redneck, and I was like, that's me. I'm a hillbilly redneck.
Hey, you know what? And you proud to be dubbed as such. You know what I'm
I mean, I
saying?
can
It's
show you.
something
I was
about
in that field. I don't know how it shows. Look at that tan line from being out in the field yesterday. As my wife goes, your face is all burnt, and look at that.
hey man, that's a
Look at
significant difference.
that tan line right there. It's like I don't. Dang, it
Hey,
looks
I tell you
even
what,
worse. That's
if you
bad.
get pulled over, if you get pulled over police, you gonna by the police, you gotta do
You got
hey,
one
I
too.
tell you, hey, you saw that,
You
right?
got a tan going
Hey,
on.
I might can get out.
You got a little
That's
tan
right,
going on.
baby.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Too light.
I'm
Shit.
a hill.
Smooth.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you got the little redneck going on too.
On the side.
Yeah.
A little bit, a little bit.
I don't know about the
Yeah.
arm. I don't go around shirtless because, you know, people mistake me for something, that,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
if I go to the beach, try to go to the beach, kids are always throwing water on me, going,
Mhm.
I gotta keep them dry. No, the way they'll dry, you gotta get them back in the water. So,
Funny.
yeah.
That's crazy, man. But yeah. Yeah.
But,
So
so
yeah, man, I went out there try to do some yards and stuff like that. And I finally got it done. I was exhausted for the I know we talked about doing the shoot right last night, but
I know you were
I was
tired.
tired, man.
I know you were tired. Did you catch on
Yeah,
what
I
I
was tired.
told you about breathing in the text message? Did you even
Yeah,
catch
because I
on?
said huh?
When
Say again?
you text me, I said, "Hey, we're gonna do this," and you were like,
Mhm.
"I want me to read you the text back to you what you wrote to me."
I know. I said I just exhaled, and you said breathe.
Yeah, I did. I was like, I thought you were wanting to say just exhausted. I'm going to bed.
No, I meant to say exhale. You know
Oh,
how it
okay.
is when
Because
you
I
get
was like,
home
what
and you
is he
finally get
talking
a
about?
chance
Just
to kick
breathe.
back.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, man, I just exhaled. Like, and then you came up. Okay. Y'all remember that? That's Wayne.
yeah.
Literally,
No,
that guy
I
come
was
up.
sitting here. I was sitting here last night. I was like, well, he said 9 o'clock, so I'll be ready because I had a sneaking suspicion that you were not going to be um,
Yeah.
ready to go and do
Yeah, you're
our.
right. I wasn't, man, because I had got a late start, man. I didn't get home. It was darkness caught me again. So came
It's
home,
starting to
got
get
cleaned up
darker. I mean, it's definitely getting darker. Um,
early. Yeah,
yeah,
running out of daylight.
I don't know what I'm going on with this light, but can't. No, I got spots in my eyes, but um,
Face it, bro. You got a serious tan. You appear to be darker.
yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
it's like I got these Neanderthal brows here. It's like I have automatic bill, on my and the light's
Yeah.
in front of me over here, right? It's in front of me.
Hmm. Hey, man, that tan is working, bro. All I see is a hat and a shirt.
And you should be able to see the whitey's great
Yeah,
beard.
and the
So,
outline of the beard, some great
yeah,
beard.
yeah,
So okay, so yesterday, what about Friday, man? What went on in your life Friday?
Friday, so Fridays will at work, as you know, we call Fat Friday, right? And
Hmm.
it was going, I had a really pretty good day. It was pretty, I don't know, the boss, she was doing her own thing, kind of left us to our own devices. And that board, the
Hmm.
to-do list thing she comes up with, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Man, I'm gonna be honest. It's on camera. I don't understand what she want with that damn thing. She put some junk on there.
Well, it's
I,
just for
and,
her because she has so much going on, right? She's got a lot going
mm,
on, a lot on her plate. She's pulled from all these different directions. I think it's something that'll help her. Instead of wasting time, um, asking, "Hey, what would you find out with this?" or what did you, we need to be tracking this and that,
and
whatever.
that just kind of jar our memory back to it.
I think it's more,
Yeah.
and I
So
don't have a problem with it really, but it's like,
no, it's cool. But look what we've done to it. I done drew something that looked like a spaceship on the board.
yeah,
It's like
uh,
one of those.
yeah. We can fun about it, but keep it light.
Yeah,
Uh,
we just tease it. Hey,
yeah,
so
we'll
Carter, if
tease
you
her
gonna
and
be
we'll do what she
watching,
wants.
we can,
Whatever she wants. She knows this.
yeah.
Uh,
Hmm.
but no, we had Fat
Yeah.
Friday, and I went to Taco Smell, and you did your traditional Burger King. If Burger King only knew how loyal you were to them that from that early age of Burger King employee to now, they
Hey
would
man, I
probably
went
pay.
to Burger King.
You work there for
Go
free.
ahead.
You have paid them to work there by
You
being a
know what?
patron.
I sampled their wares on many occasions. I made a fish chicken burger sandwich and it was delicious.
Chicken
That
burger
bad boy had tartar sauce.
sandwich.
It had tartar sauce, mayonnaise, lettuce. It was delicious. I was a teenager too, and I could eat. I ate every bit of it.
Yeah.
And then they on top of that, they paid me. They gave me money. I think the
There wasn't a lot.
$3 $3.15 an hour, man. I was like, man,
I remember
I thought
that.
I didn't know any better. 3.15
We
when I
thought we were
started working,
doing,
man.
we
It's
were
like
thought that was a decent, we thought that was decent money. I
I
remember,
think gas was
I
under.
mean, I was your competition, McDonald's, that's where I worked.
Yeah,
I worked there
yeah. I was
probably 82 to 83 time frame.
okay. Yeah, I did like the same thing until I joined the military. Well, actually, um, I got fired from Burger King. It's a shameful moment in my life. I didn't get fired
This
for
ain't true
not
confessions
doing the job.
now.
I got fired for standing. It's true. Hey man, I'm
This
just
ain't
saying I
true
got fired from Burger
confessions.
King
If
for
you don't
that.
want to know the criminal history of Ernest Sharp or anything.
It was nothing criminal, nothing like that, man. I walked in and drawn a line through my name. And it was red. So I knew that wasn't good. I was like, hey, what's going on? Hey, Mr. Ernest, what happened was you was on the clock too long and I made a decision to let you go. Oh, dude, I was rolling. I was like, you're gonna fire me? I was like, man, just don't pay me. I can't do that, so I'm just gonna let you go. You know how those darn dudes were back in the freaking 80s, early 80s,
Oh, I
man.
tell
And
you,
I was
I
like,
know. I got a story. My first job, I got fired. Technically, I got fired as well from my first job as a dishwasher at this restaurant. I've talked about that. I worked at there, right? I think I've talked about this
I
before.
don't remember you telling me that. Well, go ahead. What's up?
Yeah, I was a
What happened?
dishwasher, it was one of the fancier, in my opinion, fancier restaurants, right? So all I did was they were bringing in tubs, I'm cleaning, putting them in the dishwasher, taking them off the rack. It was pretty busy, right?
Mhm.
And the cooks, they hadn't, I was pretty good at it too. I was good at doing doing that job.
Mhm.
Well, the chef had come down and said that the short order cooks or whatever you want to call them, they had to wash their own pans, right?
Oh,
Right.
oh.
And there was a reason for it, right? Because they would, if he, the reason I think he made this rule is because they were sitting there, they would just waste pans, right? And we couldn't
Hmm.
keep up with them wasting pans. They're wasting pans on shit that they shouldn't have been, just grab
Hmm.
another pan, because they're too
Right.
lazy to do whatever. So he made this as
Hmm.
the chef. He run the kitchen. This is, you know, you will wash your own pans. There was an area back where they would put their pans that you had to scrub them and wash them, right?
Right.
Well, it was late. They were wanting to go. I'm sitting there, I'm busting my ass, getting no help from nobody. I'm by myself, and my dishwasher is slammed. I mean, I got full, because the bus boys wait. They would push in like 3 or 4 tubs full of dishes, glasses, all that stuff, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And anyways, they were like, "Hey, we're out of here." I said, "Hey, man, you got them pans back there? Don't forget to wash them." He said, "You wash them pans. We're not washing them pans." I said, "I'm not washing them pans.
Hmm.
I'm busy. I'm about done here because I have to take garbage out. I got all these chores I have to do, and then
Right.
have to clean up everything. I got to clean the dishwasher machine. There's a lot to do." I said, "I'm not washing y'all's pans. I'm out of here." I didn't say
Yeah.
y'all, man. I said you. I didn't say that.
Hmm.
So he went out to the manager. I don't know if
Hmm.
he was a man. I think he was the manager. This guy, he said, "Hey, Krebs said he's not washing these pans, and I want to fire him." And I'm like, he's like, "Yep, you're fired." I was like, "Yeah, screw you."
Just like that.
Yep, just like that. I walked out, man, and I called my folks because
Dang.
I wasn't even driving then, right? I called my folks to
Hmm.
pick me up. I sat out back waiting for them to pick me up, and I went back to get my final paycheck. It was a few days, but they tried to call me because we didn't have cell phones then, right? And tried to call the house. Ed, who was the chef, he
What they
called me.
want?
Man, they had no. You were right. They were wrong. Whatever. Said I can't go back.
Hmm.
I told him. I said I can't go back there. Anyways,
Hmm.
long story short, I never did go back.
Man,
Started working at McDonald's.
I don't blame you. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
got
When I
like
got
10
fired
minutes.
from Burger King, I'm gonna say this here. When I got fired from Burger King, right? I was driving at the time. So I hopped in my dad's car. I was riding, right? I was rolling back out to the country. Hit that dirt road. All you could see was just dust flying up, right? In the back. I did a Zorro type move, got in the driveway, hopped out the car, and I felt this pressure on my left arm. I was like, oh God, am I having a heart attack? It's tightening up. And what it was my daddy squeezing it. He had appeared out of nowhere, right? And grabbed my arm. He was like, boy, what the devil is wrong with you? That's a typical saying down in Georgia. What the devil is wrong with you? So I got fired. Like I had a right to act like this. I got fired, right? And he says, you know what? What he said helped me out a bunch. He says, there are more stupid jobs out there. And what resonated with me, he didn't like me working there anyway. And the job was stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's a stupid job. You're a flunky, bro. And he says, there's more stupid jobs out there. And I patted him on the back. I was like, thanks, boss. I was depressed about that stupid job. He's
Hmm.
like, I like, you cheered me up. He's like, man, don't you ever drive my car like that? And we laugh about it to this day. I said, Pops,
Hmm.
you helped me out a bunch, man. I was all down and out because of that job. And you brought me back to reality. It was just a stupid job.
Yeah.
And a week later, I was working at Shoney's, man. I was like working at Shoney's, doing like you, dishwasher, but I was a dishwasher slash
Busboy.
bus boy.
Hmm.
Yeah, I had to do all that kind of stuff too, dishes and bust the tables and all that. So yeah, so that was a little trip down memory lane. So
Oh
before
yeah.
is my real memory now. I can only go. I'm done. I don't know what happened first. I don't know what happened Wednesday,
Yeah,
Tuesday.
that's what I mean. Well, Friday, I left work about 15 minutes earlier than
Yeah.
usual, and
Hmm.
because I was not feeling well, and it wasn't like I was sick to my stomach or I was getting lightheaded and kind of dizzy, right? So I was like,
Hmm.
what the hell is going on? And just sitting there. And I come to it actually, I mean, I was just emotionally drained, I guess. I came
Hmm.
home, I laid over here on this couch here in my double wide and took a nap. I napped for like an
Slash bed.
hour and a half. Man, maybe
Hmm.
not an hour, just about an hour. And then
Hmm.
on and off for a half hour. I tried to go back and taking more of a nap. And like
Yeah.
my four-legged friends here, they don't like it when I'm napping.
Hmm.
They,
Yeah, I got it. It's
it's
like
okay
this
for
is
them to,
unusual.
yeah, it was
Oh yeah.
unusual for me. I've not had that issue.
Hmm.
As we get older, I'm sitting there thinking, you know, really, how much time we got left? I hear of friends and
But
people that I know that were younger than I am, just they've gone.
yeah, same here, man. My cousin, I got a cousin out there. She posting her uncle that passed away. You know what I'm saying? It's got brought back some memories, some fun time.
Yeah,
And I'm like, man, I'm next on deck. You know what I'm saying? My parents are way up there in the silver or golden years or whatever. And shoot, I'm in the silver years, man. I used to didn't think about that. But now it's a reality. That little man with the sickle is like, hey, I'm out here, bro.
yeah.
Coming to see me
That
one of these days, man.
that you
Yeah.
lived your best life. Everybody says
Nah,
you
man.
never know,
I'm gonna be
man.
honest with
When you're in that waiting area, as we call life, when your
you.
number
Hmm.
boop, boop, comes up, you never know. At least
You
in the
never know.
waiting
That's a
area, you
good one.
go, oh, a number. I got five more to go before it gets to my number. You
Yeah,
just don't
exactly.
know,
You can
man.
do some things, play a couple of video games, whatever. But yeah, and yeah, we don't know. We never know, man. I try to figure, I try to think about that. So best thing you do, man, is just enjoy your life. That's me, visit your peoples, your friends, show them you love them. Show them why you got them, man.
Well,
Hmm.
I know we didn't talk about anything. We got probably about 5 more minutes. I know we haven't talked about anything significant. Um, I do want to remind everybody get out there and
Hmm.
vote this coming election. If you haven't done, register. Voting's important, even though you may think so. I don't know how many times I got unstable connection here for whatever reason. How many times people always said, well, I'm just one vote. Why does it matter? Well, if everybody said that, then nobody would have voted, right? Get out there and vote.
And get the 10 million. Can't get to 10 million without it. And that was me. I was of the same mindset, man, about the vote. My daddy told me when I was down there last week, he said, you need to vote, get out and vote. He got his candidate. I said, Pops, I can't promise you I'm voting for that candidate. I said, but I will watch the debate. And then I'll make some decisions and stuff like that. But in reality, it's pretty much me. Just to be honest. But I
Yeah,
will listen to what both candidates are saying and see what's up, what aligns, what I think is best for America.
yeah.
And
Well,
that's the way I'm going. Not necessarily what's best for me, but what's best.
yeah. Well, and the thing is that I obviously
Mhm.
I've stated my stance before. I'm a conservative, constitutionalist. I ain't no far right, nothing. If it's a constitution, and I don't begrudge anybody anything. Um, if you're voting along party lines, you're a fool, in my opinion. Um, Pick the best candidate, like you said.
Mhm.
We got to stop this party line thing. It's just
Mhm.
a
Yeah,
divide in this country. So,
facts. It's true. Yeah, as you can tell, my values are pretty much conservative. They align with the conservative point of view. You know what I'm saying? And my core beliefs stem from the King James Version. So whatever aligns more with that is the way I'm gonna go. You know what
Amen.
I'm saying?
As,
So
as we all should
we'll see. Yeah,
stop
that's
listening to the rhetoric of these
mhm,
people and do your own thing, think your own thoughts,
mhm.
and be your own person. But be an American,
Yeah.
God first,
That's
family
right, man.
second,
That's
America
right. One
third.
nation.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right. Yeah. One nation under God.
one
That's how
nation
we was
under God.
raised.
Amen. That's what I
Now,
feel.
have you happened to notice, man?
I seen it back
You
then.
happen to notice when
It's hard to distract it
I
from
know you
the
probably wonder,
global star.
I
I
how I
got a
keep it
little
so
thing. I
shiny.
got Steeler Nation going on there. That's all I can say. Um,
Well,
my hat, my
this is what
door.
I use to keep it. I keep it shiny. I got this little cloth from
Ah,
some
you,
junkyard somewhere, and it
get terrible
works
towel.
fine. Yeah, it
75.
works fine. I keep it polished with this rag here every time I'm wiping it up.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I got a couple of them around
Yeah,
somewhere myself. I use them for doing the dishes. They ain't good for nothing.
right, right.
Yeah. Yeah. They better do
Yeah.
something this year.
Shout out.
Go ahead. They're going to your home. We're coming to Atlanta, and I have a feeling that the Falcons going to drop doo doo all over us. So,
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. You know where
it's
my
going to be.
true loyalty
Yeah, you got a
lies,
bigger
but
worry with them. You got the Cleveland Brown. Them brownies are going to get you.
they're at 4 o'clock, man. We can't afford to lose that game because Bob's gonna be boss.
Yeah, I tell you what, I don't think it's
He's gonna try to act humble.
I don't think it's going to be
He
that
gonna let you
easy.
in.
But all right, we got about a minute to go. I think less than a minute. So. Hey, everybody, if you like what you saw, please hit the like button. If not, hit the dislike button. Let us know what you think. If you don't like it, like, share, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. We're just a couple of guys talking just off the cuff over. I drink some coffee. I don't know what he's drinking over there.
Just sit here and stare at the camera.
Some gin, maybe. I don't know.